Disney's bad week just got a little bit worse as it appears their battle with Magic Key holders over reservations has gone to the next level. A lawsuit has been filed with the U.S. District Court alleging that Disney deceptively advertises Magic Keys as having no blackout dates while creating artificial scarcity to prevent Magic Key holders from making reservations. And we're going to talk about this and all the details next on Fresh Baked. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Fresh Baking. Today we've got a very interesting development in the ongoing battle between Disney and Magic Key holders over reservations. As mentioned in the opener, a lawsuit has been filed in the U.S. District Court by a guest, Janelle Nielsen, that alleges that Disney is deceiving guests by selling a Magic Key, the Dream Key specifically in her case, and that key is advertised. They make a point of this, of saying that there are no blockout dates, while subsequently artificially limiting theme park capacity, in effect, blocking out those Dream Key holders that are supposed to not have any blockout dates. The suit goes on to assert that key holders have been relegated to second-class ticket holders by giving priority to single-day ticket guests over Magic Key holders. The guest bringing the suit states that while she understood that there was going to be limits on reservation availability, she thought those limits were going to be based on the actual capacity to the park. Problem was that when she tried to make a reservation for whatever date she wanted, and she saw that her date was blocked out, she went over to the single-day ticket calendar and found that the calendar was open. Thus, the park was not at full capacity. The day was not sold out. It was sold out, but just to her, just to the Dream Key. And that, as I understand it, is the definition of what the suit is alleging, the artificial scarcity. Despite the Dream Key showing as the day being blocked out or sold out, the park was not full. It was full only to those Magic Key holders who were blocked out that day. Per the suit, Disney appears to be limiting the number of reservations available to Dream Key pass holders on any given day in order to maximize the number of single day and other passes that Disney can sell. And I really don't need to go any further than that. That kind of says it all in terms of what they're alleging. This is actually something that we've talked about a couple times in previous videos. At Disney, with the legalese included in your purchase of the Magic Key, had basically granted themselves the ability to sell a Magic Key to a guest, then block those Magic Key holders from making a reservation if they thought they could sell more tickets to single-day ticket holders. Only when they determined that they couldn't sell any more tickets to those single-day guests did they move reservations from the proverbial buckets, from the single-day bucket into the Magic Key bucket. And they could do this without any sort of transparency or oversight. There's no way for a guest, for us, to sort of check Disney how many reservations are there really available. And this is proven out just by watching the calendar, as we do closely. A date can go from open to closed, to booked, blocked out, to open again. Certainly some of those could be cancellations, and that's personally how I get as many dates as I get, by watching for cancellations. But when entire 2-week blocks are dropped on a calendar in a single moment, it's only too obvious that Disney has released more reservations to the guests, to Magic Key guests. In fact, as I understand it, the way it's been explained to me, when a date becomes available for reservations, whatever date that is, 90 days from now, for example, when that date becomes available, Disney's releasing just 20% of the total possible reservations for that date. They hold the other 80% to, I don't know, to sell maybe to single-day ticket holders, or to create this sense of artificial scarcity, to sort of incite people to book maybe other dates that aren't available. Once they see that date is sold out, they choose a different date. And we know that Disney has talked about this specifically or openly, about wanting to shift guests from dates they want to flatten. They want to flatten the curve, as it were. They want to flatten the calendar to make every day as populated or as busy as any other, moving guests from, let's say, from the weekends, for example, to the weekdays. Now, I will say that this was understood by me, and I'm sure many of you, from the very beginning. Unlike the guest who brought this suit, who states that she did not understand what Disney was doing and wouldn't have purchased her pass if she did understand. I knew what I was buying, but bought it anyway because I didn't have it. There wasn't a better option. There was no other option other than buying single-day tickets or the 3-day, packs or something like that for the SoCal guests. We all just had to sort of grin and bear it. Having said that, I do feel like this suit is being brought with good intentions, and it does address a very real problem, a very real concern with the Magic Key system. There cannot be an annual pass system, a Magic Key system, if there are reservations and limits on the number of dates you can get. If there isn't full transparency or a means for us to know what are we up against, okay? How do we know? Take for example, getting a ticket to a football game or on an airline. They show you make your reservation. They show you this kind of the same thing, the same calendar, and you pick your seat and everything. But there, we know how many seats there are in the stadium. We know how many seats there are on the plane. We know we can visually see, if necessary, how close they are to being full. And then that creates the urgency, right? It creates the need to get that seat before it's gone. We have no idea how many reservations are available. We don't know if they're holding back. Well, we do know they're holding back because they have pushed more dates after they were sold out. Under the present system, Disney could do whatever they want, and we would have no idea whether or not we're being treated fairly or not, whether or not they're dealing fairly. We just have to take their word for it, trust. As for the suit, I don't know if it has any standing in court. Matter of fact, I don't expect it to win. That's not the case here. I'm sure that there's plenty of disclaimers and legalese in the fine print, as we mentioned earlier, that would protect Disney, and they could win any sort of case brought to them, such as this one. But then I have to ask: is that the goal on Disney's part? Is that the goal to win a suit? Was the plan to set it up in this way so that they could sort of win on the edges, win on the fine print, whether or not they were treating guests fairly or evenly? Is that a win? A win for Disney? And if it's a win for Disney, is that a loss for guests? On that topic, the suit itself, I don't believe, was brought in order to win that $5 million settlement. That's a small number, really, when you think about it. What it can do is put more light on the situation and make it clear to Disney that guests are not in the mood to be manipulated in this way. Now, the unintended consequence of this suit could be that Disney just eliminates the annual pass program. Nothing but single-day tickets or those 3-day, the SoCal ticket packages that they're selling at a discount. Time will tell, but I do have confidence that if passes do stay, that one of the results would be a Magic Key that does not require reservations at all. It's a no blockout, no reservation pass. I do think that is in the future for Disney if Magic Keys survive this, which I think they will. As for Disney, they sure seem to think so because they want to celebrate Magic Key holders. Per the Magic Key Instagram feed, and by the way, this feed was published well after Disney was aware of the lawsuit, February will be Magic Key Celebration Month, where we'll be invited to enjoy special menu items, themed merchandise, photo opportunities, and at-home celebrations, and more. That's all the details we have so far, but it sounds a lot like AP Days. We'll let you guys know as soon as we find out more about that. With that, please do follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked, on Twitter at FreshBakedDisney, that's fresh with no E, and on TikTok at FreshBakedDisney. If you like our show, want to show you support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/FreshBaked. Otherwise, we love you guys very much. Stay tuned for more on this topic from Fresh Baked. And then, be safe, be kind to one another, and Fresh Baked.